looked at Juan, and he greeted Juan and said, "My friend, what brings you out with such a long, worried face on such a beautiful afternoon?" "Holy Father," he said, "my wife, she is very ill. The doctors say that if she does not get the expensive medicine, she will die." Now, Brother Pedro, he had no money to give Juan. He too was very poor. But just then, a little green lizard ran across the path right at their feet. Brother Pedro, he quickly reached down, scooped up that lizard, and gently he held that wriggling lizard in his hand. He held it close to his heart, and he closed his eyes. When he opened them, he reached out his hand and extended it to Juan. Now Juan immediately became astonished, could not speak, for in his hand that lizard began to shimmer and shine and gleam, and it sparkled in the afternoon sun, for it had been turned to solid emerald.
I was lucky enough to have my dad give the opening story.
Y'all probably don't know what band Carter's living on. They live on B-A-O-O-D. Now I know we all live on blood, but it's different with them. They live on other people's blood. I not only find that disgusting, but I think it might be mighty unsanitary too. This here vampire fella, he had teeth that come halfway down his chin, and they was all sharp and pointed on. Like if you would stick a plug-in back on one of them teeth, it would never come off. With great big old blood eyes like this. He always looked like it reminded me of my 8th grade gym teacher, Miss Herman, the time that I accidentally called her sir.
Yeah, it's wonderful to hear different heritages and the fact that I always think of a storyteller in my family when I hear a storyteller on stage, and it makes me appreciate that person even more.
Never been to one before. It was excellent. So I'm looking forward to the next storyteller.
Something grabbed my shirt tail. I turned around to look, and oh, it's the awfulest thing I ever did see. It had teeth, what kind of halfway down its chin, big old bulging eyes. I mean, it had claws for hands, and it was holding on to me for dear life. It grabbed my arm, and I started screaming. I started yelling, "Help me! Somebody help me! Somebody help me!" And the very next thing I heard was my mama's voice, and she was saying, "Wake up! Wake up, you silly child! You're having a nightmare! Wake up!" I opened my eyes, and there I was, right in my bed, with my sisters all around me. All of them. I had pretty much woke up everybody. On the Dunbar. It's just like, it's about 10 miles outside of the capital city of Charleston. It's a wonderful little town. We got us a Cohen Drug. We got us a Faulkner Hardware. We got us a Price Moving Picture House. We got us a Tom's Market. We even got our own post office. We do. It's right beside the railroad tracks. It's the biggest building in all of Dunbar. It's 2 floors. We refer to it sometimes as the Dunbar skyscraper.